High noon in the northwestern states of North America. Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live. It's great to see you today. It's Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. West of the date line, it's a happy Thursday to you there. Thank you for coming today. Show number 318. Wow. Who would have thunk it? Today, we're going to honor some people in the UK who made a historic call. By the way, one of them coming this Saturday. You'll meet him live and you'll hear the story. It is worth hearing. It's absolutely stunning. I had a chance to meet him today, and I absolutely love the guy, Lloyd Farrington. And we'll talk about that today. Wherever you're coming from, the four winds of the world, I want to welcome you back to the Shack here in Oregon. Our Shack is here, and we're grateful that you're a part of it. And everybody who comes, away we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Well, here we are. Another day, another show. And our whole passion is to help you get into amateur radio. That's what we're here for. And, you know, we have a show coming up about Hamsphere, right? If you haven't heard of Hamsphere, it's a program you can put on your phone, your tablet, or your computer and play ham radio. If you're not a ham radio licensee, say you don't have a license, but you'd like to see what ham radio is about, you can do that. It's a neat program. However, my security in my system is causing it not to show up on my computer so I can show it to you. Tomorrow's show, we'll get it figured out and make it work. But we'd like to get you into ham radio. And there's lots of ways to do so, okay? One of them is to contact a big radio club. One of these 5 will help you. Just hit the contact us bar, let them know where you're located, and they'll tell you how you can find a radio club close by. You contact that club, get to know them, and then they can even help you get licensed on there, even set up your first radio shack. Pretty cool stuff. We are the RSGB, good group in the UK. Find them at www.rsgb.org. Hit the contact us bar. If you're in the US or somewhere around, you'd like to contact the American Radio Relay League at www.arrl.org. In Canada, the Radio Amateurs of Canada at www.rac.ca. In Japan, the Japan Amateur Radio League exists to help you get into ham radio at www.jarl.org. And in Australia, the Wireless Institute of Australia at www.wia.org. Want to hit me up? Have a question, a suggestion, maybe a comment? Please feel free. The show's email address is hamradiolive@gmail.com. If you'd like to help the channel out, we have a PayPal account at proverbs356@me.com. Hello and welcome. First one in. My goodness sakes, it's right here, West Sacramento. You're kidding me. Alf Gonzo. Look at this. His first time. He's only a first timer, but he's also the first one in today. Wow. That's pretty cool. Heel November 6th, Papa Romeo Delta. Welcome to the Sacramento Valley. It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Wow, just left that area. It was nice, wasn't it? It was great. Friday was great, man, like 70s. And for people who live like in the northern states and stuff, 70s, they die for a day. It's great. So, yeah, good weather down there. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming today, Alf. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about the people who are coming, and there's a good one, a big one this Saturday. Lloyd Farrington, we're going to talk about this today. This guy is really sharp. He's Lloyd Farrington, Mike 5, Lima Delta Foxtrot. See, Lloyd, even I make mistakes. He talked about how he fluffed up this thing. And really, it's a miracle that they got the thing done. Wait till you hear the story. This Saturday, 1900 UTC, that's 7 p.m. in London. And I've been saying 7 p.m. in London. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time here in the U.S., noon Pacific. They did a very historic thing. First time children from a school for the deaf made contact with astronauts. He was on stage. That's him in the blue. He's going to talk about that coming up Saturday. And that's an inspiring show. Folks, I tell you, if there's one show to watch that you really want to feel good about life and feel good about being in radio, watch this Saturday. Seriously, it's going to be an amazing show. Then, on the 20th of November, Will Jourdain from ICOM North America joins us to talk about ICOM rigs, answer your questions about them, and talk about different products. It's going to be a great show. Alpha 4, Whiskey Juliet. Please join us for that. And then saving some money for you in ham radio, yes, and even shortwave. People who want to build antennas and get themselves, antenna tuners and stuff. Richard Stubbs from MFJ live with a discount code for you on Tuesday, November 23rd at 1900 UTC, 7 p.m. in the UK. That's going to be 3 p.m. East and noon Pacific. Please join us for that. It's going to be a great show. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Can't wait for that part with Lloyd Farrington. Man, just the logistics of that is phenomenal. Also, coming up on Saturday, November 27th, for us in the U.S., that's Black Friday. So it's the Saturday of the Thanksgiving weekend. Fred Dennen with one of the coolest programs. If you're in ham radio and you've always wanted to have a superstation or work one, okay, but you don't have, $100,000 to put it together, Fred has a bunch of them. In the East Coast, he's even got one in Bonaire, on the island of Bonaire in the Caribbean. Yeah. Whiskey 4, Lima is his call sign. He's going to show you how you can do it from a Mac, a PC, and how you can run a superstation with, look at this, get this, no joke. You can turn the antennas. All right. You can decide how much power you're going to run legally, for your license. So like if you're in the UK, 400 watts. If you're here in the US, 1500. Okay. But you're going to be able to control everything, the direction of the antenna, the power you're running, the frequency you're on, everything from your home computer, and make tons of calls. Join us, please. November 27th at 1900 UTC for Fred Dennen from BeLoud.us. Then a big one. This is on December 4th, Matthias Missenmacher. His call is Lima Union 2 Alpha Charlie Hotel. He's from Argentina, developed a great program on your phone or tablet. It is called Super QSO. Think of it like Facebook, right, for ham radio operators. You could tell what your plans are, what frequency you're on, if you're doing a SOTA or a POTA. Hey, I'm here in this POTA, and this is where I'm at, and this is my frequency. You can, set up videos. You can set pictures. It's an amazing thing. Super QSO. Download it free on your app or your Google Play Store. Going to be a lot of fun. All right, I got a video I want to share with you. And it's cool. It's about ham radio and how cool it is and how excited we get when we make a call. Now, I want to preface this because when we talk about these calls, sometimes we take for granted that we're in warm rooms. We got a roof. I can't do that very high. We got a roof over our head. We're warm, right? We've got our radios right here. But there's some people that go out because the only place they can work is out in the field where it's like 40 degrees and it's freezing cold. But they love ham radio so much, they want to be out there. Look at this video.
To weaker stations, but sometimes it's impossible. Okay, have a nice evening, Gunter. DK5 Oscar November Victor Portable Whiskey.
This is Arizona.
Thank you for calling. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you so much for your patience. I've been trying to get through for like the last 20 minutes, and it really paid off. The outside temperature over here is 44 Fahrenheit. 44 Fahrenheit, a beautiful sunny day at the shores of the Rhine River. 73s into Phoenix, Arizona, and I hope to talk to you again, maybe next time on a new band. Whiskey Quebec 7 X-Ray, Delta Kilo 5, Oscar November Victor, Portable 73.
Okay, great, 100%. Thank you, 73 Gunter. Bye-bye.
Woo! Arizona! And guess what happened, folks? Guess what happens? It almost broke my heart. My Android tablet started freezing because of the low temperature. I've been recording the QSO, the QSOs that he had before with the other stations for over 3 minutes, and then he finally hear my call, and I started talking to him and recording it, and then suddenly the display started freezing, and oh my goodness. So I pulled out my iPhone, Plan B, out of my pockets, guys. Can you believe that?
That's how cold
Arizona,
he is.
I was working my ass off the last days.
He's
For
freezing.
Arizona, now it just happens. That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Look at that.
It's awesome.
Look at
today, Today, oh my goodness, I can't find words. I'm dropping everything. Gunter got so nervous. He drops his microphone. He's dropping his dispatch and shit like that. Can you believe that?
He's
Phoenix,
cold.
Arizona, from a portable setup with just 100 watts, and look at this antenna. Man,
Check that out. That's
and
a
now I
wire.
got cold fingers. And what I need to do is I need to calm down and I need to confirm the contact on QRZ.com. I'm sorry, guys. This is, I'm yesterday I hear a station from Arizona, didn't hear me. The pileup was really big, and then today, yes sir, give me 5, folks. DK5 ONV Stroke Portable. I'm wrapping it up for today. I'm a happy person now. and I'm getting back home. I need to eat. Thank you, folks. DK5ONV, and thank you, Mark. Whiskey Green 7 X-Ray. You did a great job.
Okay, we're going to freeze. And this is the end of the video anyway. Look how cold he is. I mean, he's got a winter coat. He's got a winter hat. He doesn't have gloves on, but he's just freezing his tail off. Gunter, DK5ONV. And here's the cool deal. This is really neat. The distance, okay? Again, he's in Wiesbaden, Germany, just outside of Wiesbaden. Look at the distance here. Look at that. And I'm going to move it over so you can see, okay? That's 9,027 kilometers, man. 9,027 kilometers. That's for people that are into imperial stuff, right? Okay, so that's about 5,600 miles. Gunter, DK5ONV, making a call all the way to Phoenix, Arizona. Amazing. And that's on 17. So people that, don't try 17 because it's kind of a narrow band for voice, right? Like, what is it, 52 kilohertz? It's narrow, but there's people there. You just have to listen. Great job, Gunter. That's really cool. All right, let's get into the news for Hammer and Shortwave Radio. First, from the RSGB Intermediate folks, there's distance learning open for you. The next Bath-based distance learning course is going to be for intermediate level running from January to May of 22. Closing date to enter if you want to be an intermediate, from a foundation license is December 15th. All applications must be complete and have some pre-course work during BBDL systems. A full license course will run from August to December, so you can actually go from foundation to intermediate to a full license in 1 year with the RSGB. How about that? That's pretty sweet. If you want more information on this, contact Golf Zero Foxtrot Union Whiskey at T as in Tom, IS as in Sam, and then Charlie Alpha Lima India.co.uk for more information. All right, let's get some quick hellos. Mike Oswald here. Mike, his call sign, Alpha 7, Mike Oswald. Good call sign. I just realized that your last name's in that. That's pretty sweet. Shalom to Israel. Welcome. Magic Jim is back. His call sign, 4 X-Ray 6, India Romeo. Welcome, my friend. Shalom. Always, you honor me when you come from Israel, man. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Anton's back. Hey, it's a great day. Papa Charlie 4 Alpha Delta. Welcome, Anton. Yes, sir. And he says, yes, 17 indeed is a wonderful band. It is. We don't give 17 enough love. We do. 17 should give a lot of love. It's narrow. It's very narrow, right? But it works. Oh, you can make some good calls. And lots of people are trying to work DX there. They really are. All right, so we've talked about the intermediate distance course. All right, we also need to talk about the RSGB convention videos that have been published. If you want more information, the 15 presentations during that presentation videos that they did in October, you can find this in the RSGB Convention 2021 playlist on YouTube. They also have some great feedback. They're getting great feedback on this, so please take a look at them. Go onto YouTube and just type in RSGB, okay? They've got all 15 presentations now in order. It's well worth it. What they did was phenomenal. Also, in the RSGB this week, the 3YOJ Beauvais Island Expedition team says that with its first deposit on its contract to leave the SS Marama, provide transportation to Beauvais. So that's going to come from the south part of Africa, sailing to Beauvais, 17 days. It's a sub-Antarctic island. This is the second most difficult place to work in the world. It's confirmed its plan to activate the second most wanted DXCC entity November 2022. You can follow the plans with the DXpedition's Facebook webpage. Okay, so hit Facebook, and the DXpedition's website will be right there. Just look for 3YOJ, and it'll help you. In American Radio Relay League news, Microsoft reverses its decision to omit Hot Reload in Net 6. Now, what this really means is for people who are developers, right? You can now do some things within Microsoft stuff that will help you with like hot reload capability. It's kind of like a real technical type of language getting into Microsoft Windows, allowing people the flexibility and freedom to create great programs, especially ham-related ones. Speaking of that, ASRTU-1 CubeSat with VU-FM transponder submitted for IARU coordination. China's Harpoon Institute of Technology. I wonder if China will be the first one to put a virus into outer space. Possible, maybe.
When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
Sorry about that. What, too soon? Sorry. Okay. Bad taste. I'm just saying. Okay, so they've applied for IARU coordination of the ASRTU-1 CubeSat. This is cool because it's a communication satellite for ham radio. Among other capabilities, satellite's going to provide VU-FM amateur radio transponder, which is nice. ASRTU-1 is a 12U CubeSat mission designed by Russian and Chinese university students for education in amateur radio. Okay, sorry if the joke was in poor taste. Didn't mean to. I just want to have some fun with you because it's kind of what we do. All right, let's get up with some people here. Rob has joined us from the great state of Michigan. Hi, Rob. Kilo 8, India Bravo X-Ray is back. Welcome to you, my friend. Anton from Holland says, yeah, look at this. 12 is also open. We'll get to that in the weather in a moment, so glad to see it. Gary Strong is back from Las Vegas, Nevada. Whiskey, I think it was Whiskey 9. Papa Yankee. I think it's right. I think it's Whiskey 9, but I could have it wrong. You said Whiskey 8, but I thought it was a Whiskey 9. That's okay. Andy New, my shortwave mate, here from Bristol in the UK. Hello, my friend. Mike Hotel 3007 SWL. Looking for a Larry QSO. Oh, I hope we do that. That would be awesome, mate. I'd love that. Rob says from Michigan, Puerto Rico is on 28480 coming in strong to Michigan, so that means 10 meters is open, and here is your weather, powered by ICOM. Perfect timing. ICOM for the love of ham radio. Here's your A1A. Here is your coronal holes. Not much to worry about so far. And your backside of the sun. We've got some good sunspots coming, so hang on. Good conditions are on the way. Take a look at the last 3 days. A little bit of a solar bump there, a M2 flare, but it was at the very edge of the sun, and it's not pointed towards Earth. We'll be fine. Current K-index down to K1. Nice and quiet. Should be good for you folks that like to work DX. MUFs around the world. This is current. Alaska 6.73, Boulder 21.88, and you'll stretch farther than that, I think. Chickamauga, Peru 27.96, Ascension Island way up to 36.87, Athens, Greece going into darkness at 20.23, Darwin, Australia, look at that, in the dark 26.56 megahertz, and Nive Island at 16.39 megahertz. Kilo Charlie 2 Golf Map. From Mike, the map guy. His call sign, Kilo Delta 2, X-Ray Delta. One of the coolest and nicest people I've ever met in ham radio. Look at that. 22 megahertz, kind of going all the way down the California coast, literally from California, right about Nevada, I'd say, and then all the way to about Idaho, north, 23 megahertz, okay? Then from there, 26 25 in the Midwest, 26 down in Texas, 26 and 25 megahertz if you're somewhere around the, the Appalachian states there and along the eastern seaboard, 26 to 27 megahertz if you're in the Northeast. If you're in South America, you're going to run 27 in Brazil, 32 somewhere around Rio de Janeiro. Nice conditions there. 17 megahertz down lower, and then if you go real low, way in the Argentina, you're 32 megs. Nice conditions. You see, of course, see the 30 megahertz right there in the southern part of the world. If you're in Europe, if you're way up there in UK and you're enjoying your day and all that, 12 megahertz, is where you're at. 12 all the way on the mainland continent of Europe as well. So you're going to be running about 40 meters this evening. If you're in Asia right now, around the folks there in Japan, you'll be on 40 right now, but look at down south, Gold Coast of Australia, just about right now on 20 meters, and it's only going to get better for you folks that are in the wonderful continent of Australia. Current conditions out there, SFI 86, solar numbers down 2 from yesterday at 40, AS 6, KS 1, our southern wind is good. The solar wind has come up to 417.6 kilometers per second, but our BZ latitude is positive 0.9, so it's good. Our HF band conditions are right there. We'll do better than that today. Geomagnetic field is very, very quiet. Here's your forecast. Daytime ham radio bands open today. Voice 20, 17, 15, 12, and possible 10 in the north. Equatorial latitudes and southern hemisphere. You'll get everything. 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. Data will work all latitudes from 30 to 10 meters. Nighttime ham band openings 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30. Best DX on 40 meters, but don't give up on 20. 20 and 17 will both work brilliantly at Gray Line. Check them out. Shortwave bands during the daytime 31, 25, 22, and 19. I'm going to try and do it in one breath. We'll see. Shortwave nighttime bands open today. 120, 90, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22, and 100% check. 19 meters in the mid and southern latitudes for an hour after sunset, then signals will fade away. Got it. It's like I always wanted to do that. One breath. That's a lot to say. One breath. Done. Okay. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Yes, this is a forecast. So people in the south and the mid-latitudes, you're going to have great conditions. You really will. And that's why what Rob said here, Puerto Rico, right? Okay. Near the tropics, right? It's right around the tropics. Great conditions from the tropics. You'll make good calls. And you'll make good calls out of the tropics, too. But the point is, it works. It does. And with, the other thing, too, really important to say, if somebody has a directional, your wire antenna is going to be great because the directional antenna does all the heavy lifting, right? So it doesn't matter. It's the way it works. I got it. Gary, I did it. It was Whiskey 9. Look at that. I was like, wait a minute. I'm sure it was Whiskey 9. Okay, there you go. Andy, welcome. 2 Echo 0, Romeo Echo Echo. Thank you, Anton. All right, let me get you a trivia question. Again, North America's worth 5. People outside North America, you get 10. Here it is. Who was the manufacturer of the Benton Harbor lunchbox? The Benton Harbor lunchbox. Was it A, Heathkit, B, Ico, C, Trio, or D, Tupperware? Hit me up with A, B, C, or D. The first continent to get it right. We'll let you know who it is, and we'll just go from there, okay? Because that's it. The lunchbox. Someone made it, and it does. The radio looks like a lunchbox. It really does. We'll show you a picture of it. But if I do that, then you're going to know who makes it, okay? So who made the Benton Harbor lunchbox? A, B, C, or D? A is Heathkit, B is Ico, C is Trio, and D is Tupperware. Andy from the beautiful UK continent says I said C, and that is nope. That's not it. Mike Oswald, Mike 7, Mike Oscar says, sorry, Mike 7. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry about that. I know your call sign, but I'm like, okay, that worked out well, didn't it? No, that was not your call sign, but you don't start with an M. AA7, Mike Oswald, there you go, says A, Heathkit, and guess what? He got it right. Congratulations. Well done, my friend. Well done. Yay. It was Heathkit. Let's take a look at this thing. This is really cool. That was it. And see, it looks just like an old lunchbox. That was made by Heathkit. And that was the answer. Yeah, that's why it is. It was called the Benton Harbor Lunchbox. If you look at it, man, it does. It looks kind of cool, actually, the Benton Harbor Lunchbox. So congratulations to my mate, Mike. Wow, that's good stuff, man. Alpha 7, Mike Oscar, for getting it right in North America. Now, North America is catching up. It was 40-20 when we started. Now it's 40-25. By the way, I do have to say a good day to my good friend Glenn Stevenson. This is all the way in Australia. Good morning, mate. Happy Thursday to you, Glenn. Always great to see you. Always great to see you. Yeah, it's good. All right, let me get caught up here for a moment, and we'll give you a second trivia question because I said Torben's here, by the way, Torben Iverson, and we are honored to have him. He said A, and he would have been right too. That's correct. Hey, Torben, a very, very happy Wednesday to you. Andy Williams is here. Hi, Andy. You got it right. So did Victor Echo 2. Zulu Yankee Delta. That's a first timer. That's a hello. That's good. Good for you. Torben says it must be A, not Tupperware. And Anton says, I saw that one long ago. Yeah, that's really from the past, isn't it? A long, long time ago. My goodness. We're going to do a second trivia question, then we're going to jump right into a really neat segment about what's coming Saturday. I'm so excited for you to meet Lloyd Farrington. I had a chance to meet with him for a brief time today. And this guy is so wonderful. You're going to love this story. It is not only an inspirational show, but it's a story of perseverance. You'll love it. First trivia question. What is a straight key? This is so simple. You'll get this in 5 seconds. Okay. A power supply interlock mechanism. B, a momentary contact SPST switch. For people who are new to ham radio or maybe aren't into it, SPST means single pole, single throw switch. Okay. C, a 1920s slang for users of spark gap transmitters, or D, a common method of data encryption in CW mode. All right, what's a straight key? Hit me up with A, B, C, or D. Currently, the world is at 40, and North America is at 25. Oh, there you go. By the way, it's good to see you. Welcome, Victor Echo 2, Zulu Yankee Delta, first timer, and so glad to have you here. Andy Kelly, first up. 2 Echo 0, Romeo Echo Echo, common encryption method for CW. Dude, you're close. Mate, you're so close, but that's not it. That's not it. But look at this. Pick it up. Pick it up for the world. from the UK. And this dude is he's a shortwave guy. So us hams, we got to show some love to Andy New because he got it right. That's correct. It's a momentary contact, single pole, single throw switch. That is a straight key. Here's what it looks like. Remember, it looks like the old telegraph key. If you look at old, for whatever reason, whenever they show ham radio stuff, right, they always show like the old telegraph key. They aren't showing paddles. No. Got to be the old-fashioned one. And it's made of wood, typically with brass or whatever. It's like, that's what they think we all use. But if they only knew. Congratulations, Andy. By the way, Mike Hotel, wait, hold on just a second. I'm going to get it right because I wrote it. Mike Hotel 3007 SWL. I know that's right. Yes. I want to make sure I always know you guys' calls and where you're at. That's it. And Torben, we Europeans gonna beat ya.
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
There you go. That's great. A little bit of border wars. Awesome. Glenn Stevenson, Australia, had D. Anton had B. Glenn had C then. Magic Jim, Shalom from Israel. Great to see you, brother. That's B, and you got it right. Andy Williams had C. Lloyd Farrington said, careful, I'm listening. Lloyd's going to be here, so it'll be fun this weekend. It'll be fun. Gunter from Germany, we just showed making the call to Arizona, 5,600 miles. By the way, that was with only 100 watts. That's pretty darn cool. So you set up an antenna in the cold weather, a nice long wire. You freeze your tail off, but you make a call to Arizona from the Wiesbaden, Germany area. That's almost 10,000 kilometers. Really, it's almost technically 9,000 kilometers, but still with 100 watts in a wire. Just shows how beautiful it is and how it will work. All right, this weekend, going to show you something pretty doggone special. This may not mean anything to you. This may not. Here were the questions that were asked by 10 students who had hearing disabilities from the Mary Hare School in the UK. Yeah, these were their 10. Okay, and these kids were so excited to meet the astronauts, okay? But the backstory, think about it. You got to make the call to the ISS. You're live, you're at a school, and it has to be done perfectly. The logistics of doing this are immense, okay? You've got a bunch of kids. You've got all the faculty. You've got to get the equipment set up. You got to get the antenna out there. You got to make sure you can make the call. You've got to make sure everything works properly and make sure that the kids will understand everything all at the same time, and it's all got to work. That is a brilliant amount of work, an amazing amount of work. And we're going to talk to Lloyd about that this Saturday. Lloyd Farrington from the UK is going to talk to us about that historic visit and job he did at the Mary Hare School for the children who have, hearing disabilities. His call sign, Mike 5 Lima Delta Foxtrot. Let's take a look at a few pictures. This is going to be one of the most inspirational shows I will have ever done and probably will ever do. And I mean that sincerely. So let's take a look at a little bit of what it was like just to do what he did, okay? This is the antenna setup they had for the ISS on a trailer. Take a look. There it is. This is to contact the space station, okay? So here is the hall that they did it in. This is from the stage looking at the kids. The kids were filling up these seats, okay? Here's Lloyd on stage talking to the children. By the way, the Newbury District Amateur Radio Society next year celebrates their 100th anniversary. How's that? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So here's Lloyd, and Lloyd has literally got no sleep for a long time. And some of his radio club guys have not as well because they want this to go over without a hitch for those kids. Here he is again. He's getting ready to make contact. You see in the back of the screen trying to contact. So that way the kids that were watching in all of these seats knew they were trying to make contact at that point with the ISS as it was going over the UK. So then came each question from all those children. All of these kids got a chance to ask a question. This is Dominica, and this is beautiful. I would like you to hear this amazing girl and then let you hear how this impacted her life.
Hi, I'm Dominica. Do mobile devices work in space? For example, a smartphone. Over.
Dominica, in some ways, yes. For example, I'm using a tablet right now connected to Wi-Fi to understand what to do and make sure I called the right people today. But I don't have cell phone access. We do get our Wi-Fi through communication satellites, which change frequently because we're moving so
Watch her jump off the stage. Oh, okay, she didn't see that. When that was over, okay, this was the moment prior, okay? This was Lloyd and Dominica. When Dominica's 14. When this part was over, after they had finished the call with the ISS, this little girl came over to Lloyd and said, "That was the coolest thing I've ever done. That has changed my life forever." That is what she said. She was so impressed with that opportunity to speak with an astronaut and ask her question that it meant everything to her. So I invite you, please join us, because this was a very historic thing. First time in history that children with hearing impairments got to speak with an astronaut live and get their questions answered. Join us this Saturday at 7 p.m. in London, 3 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone of North America, and noon Pacific for Lloid Farrington, Mike 5, Lima Delta Foxtrot from the UK, and the Newbury and Amateur Radio Society. We're grateful and honored that he's coming. Wow, that's history right there. And we had the chance to meet him. Please join us. Ask your questions. What they did was miraculous, what they pulled off. You think about it. You got to put a screen up. It's got to be a good screen. Everything's got to be set up right. Your visual and audio has got to be set up. You got to get the captions up there so the kids can understand it. You got to get the radio, all this stuff. Just doing just a YouTube show. I know how hard it is to get everything ready. Like, for example, without certain things of the sound, it won't sound good. All right. We'll turn off something. Okay. See how that made a difference? Big difference, right? Okay, we turn it back on. Okay, I mean, there's little things you can do that take everything off. Like right now, you hear everything in the background. Now you don't. See, background noise? Now you don't. They have a million things to deal with. They got visual, audio, connection. They got to make sure it works, and it's got to work the first time. Wow. Some of the best work, technically, I've ever seen. Lloyd's going to go over that with us, and I am so grateful that he's coming. It changed the world. And it changed the world for those kids. Very much so. Want to say hello to some very special people. And you're welcome, by the way, Gunter. You're very, very welcome. Magic Jim, giving some love from Israel to Germany, saying great video with that great call all the way to Arizona from the field. Good stuff. Kjell Jorstead is here from Norway. Welcome, Kjell. Hi, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Always a show. Good as you're here. Tom is here, Vol from Bahrain, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey, a long haul for the show to make, and it's just about midnight your time. Thank you for being here. You guys all make the show so special. Thank you. The main reason, really, of coming today was to really talk about what's coming up this weekend, because this is so special. The opportunity those kids had, and not only was it special, it was historic for all of us, too, as ham radio operators. Do you realize that? We take for granted so much. For example, with Gunter. Gunter works, from Germany. He works out in the field. He makes great calls, but he freezes his rear end off to do it right now. But he still takes that bike 11 miles up a hill to make calls because he loves radio. He does, and that's why he does it. And he shares the video with us, which is cool, and I love that part. And Gunter, thank you for that. But it's really amazing what you do. It helps all of us in ham radio have more of an appreciation. It should, at least, for what we have. We don't have to go outside. They're right here. We just use our stuff and that's it. We go downstairs or into another room and watch TV, and that's done. But you have to put so much effort in. So when you make a call to, Arizona, of course it makes sense. And then there's people like Lloyd. What Lloyd did was so selfless. This guy's a veteran from the military in the UK. He has given to others so much, and what he did was so special. Please join us this Saturday. I guarantee it, you're going to be grateful to be an amateur radio licensee. Lloid Farrington, Mike 5, Lima Delta Foxtrot live this Saturday, 7 p.m. in the UK, 3 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone of North America, noon Pacific. Going to be a great show. Talk about the Mary Hare School and what happened. Pretty cool. Gunter, 6,027 miles from Wiesbaden to Phoenix. Yep, I showed that. See, you came so late. Don't come late anymore, Gunter. Don't come late. Just you're on time. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I show them how.
To weaker stations, but sometimes it's impossible. Okay,
I showed the map. I did. I showed it. Pretty cool. That's amazing. Out of a wire. So anyway, folks, we're going to wrap it, but I do want you to know, wherever you're working in the world, remember, it takes a good antenna on one side. You can make great calls if they have a directional. You can have a wire or a vertical. Doesn't matter. You can have a directional, makes it better. But the point is, If you have a directional on one side of the QSO, you're going to make great calls. You just keep working at it. That was 100 watts in a wire with Gunter in freezing cold conditions, and he made a great, great, great call. And you can do the same thing. Watch the bands today. They're going to be good. You should be able to work up to 10 meters today, and it'll be spotty. It's not going to be all day. Maybe an hour, could be a half-hour opening, and that's it. 12 will be open longer. Look, 15 is going to be golden. 15 is going to be an amazing band. So will 17. So daytime band, I would really be working 15, 17, and 12. 15, 17, 20. Those three. Real well. You'll do great. Make great calls. Nighttime tonight. Work gray line, 17 and 20. Great gray line. Amazing calls. Then 40. And you'll work 40 all night. Be a ball. Until tomorrow. My name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November. The whole passion is get you into amateur radio and call the Radio Society of Great Britain. Hit the contact us bar. Great to find them. They're right in the internet. Hit up www.rsgb.org. Contact us bar. We'll get you where you need to be. Then tell them you want to be in amateur radio. They'll find a radio club near you, and you contact the club, and they will help you get in amateur radio. It'll be easy, and then you can join us. We'll have a whole bunch of fun. We will. Until next time, wherever you may be. My name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. I really dig doing this show. It's a lot of fun because we get to hang out and spend time. From Israel to Bahrain, from Germany to Australia, we have entertained the world, and I am so honored and humbled by that. See you next time on Ham Radio Live Show number 318. Until then, be good people. God bless you, and goodbye, everybody.
Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot.
You want more for your trade, go see Cal.
He will come right to your aid. Go see Cal.
If you want your payments low, if you want to save some dough, go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal.
This is the place to buy a used car. Acres and acres of cars on special sale here at Worthington Ford. All these cars have been completely safety tested. They've all been carefully tuned to meet all the clean air requirements. They've been tuned to get you the best possible gas mileage, and you get a 10-day trial exchange. Low prices and low payments. Look at this. A 1978 Ford Thunderbird, $25.95. A 1980 Olds Cutlass 4-door, $44.95. A 77 Chevy Z28 Camaro, $34.95. A 1982 Ford Fairmont, $59.95. A 79 Olds Cutlass Cruiser Station Wagon, $29.95. A 79 Ford Thunderbird, $34.95. A 78 Chevy Nova, $19.95. A 1980 Toyota Corolla Liftback, $34.95. A 1981 Chevy Malibu, $44.95. A 1982 Ford Escort hatchback 4-door, $59.95. A 79 Mercury Monarch 4-door, $24.95. A 1980 Chevy Malibu 4-door, $39.95. Just acres and acres and acres of cars on sale. Again, a multi-million-dollar inventory of used cars and trucks. This is the largest inventory of used cars and trucks that you'll find anywhere in California, maybe in the world. Low prices, bargain prices, beautiful cars on special sale. Low prices, low payments, and a giant inventory to pick from. And good financing, low payments. Why don't you come and see us? Get on the San Diego Freeway and come to Long Beach. Just come right down the San Diego Freeway, the 405 freeway, to get to Bellflower Boulevard. We're open till midnight. It's Worthington Ford, 2850 Bellflower Boulevard, Long Beach. Open to midnight. See you here.
At this time, KHJ-TV ends its broadcast day. KHJ-TV Los Angeles is owned and operated by RKO General Incorporated, with studios located at 5515 Melrose Avenue in Hollywood. Transmitter located atop Mount Wilson. KHJ-TV operates on Channel 9 by authority of the Federal Communications Commission in Washington, D.C. Throughout the broadcast day, some of the programs on Channel 9 are reproduced by means of film and videotape.
And mercy more than life.
America, America, make God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, over the fruited plain. But now wait a minute, I'm talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned thy good. Yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You know, I wish I had somebody to help me sing this. America, I love you, America. You see, my God, he done shed his grace on thee. And you ought to love him for it, because he crowned thy good. He told me he would. Every brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, Lord, I thank you, Lord.
We're running out of time.
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.